Hi class, I just wanted to discuss with you how to get to Pictochart, create a free account for your group, and sort of do a quick how to start your flyer. Those were the two biggest questions that I was getting prior to you guys starting your assignment, is just wanting to know how you need to create the account and how to start designing your flyer. So the first thing that I'm going to do is go to pictochart.com, and as you can see in the right hand corner over here, it says log in or sign up. So you and your group members, when you get to your computer, you will click sign up, and then you can see here it asks for full name, email, and password. So one group member, it doesn't matter who, you will put your first and last name, and you will use your school email with the password that you currently use in the computer lab. And you will hit create account, and it will create a free account, a free Pictochart account, where you can create up to 5 visuals that you can share. Of course, you're only going to be doing one flyer for this assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and log in actually, so I can show you how to get started creating your flyer. So as you can see down at the bottom here, I've actually got a few visuals already. When you start your free account, you won't see any of this down here, but you will see over on the left hand side where it says create new, and then underneath that it shows you the different options that Pictochart offers. You're going to be creating a flyer for your group assignment. So you will click flyers, and then you can see the wide variety of templates that Pictochart actually has for flyers. So you and your group will get together and spend just a little time sifting through the templates and choosing one that you think is fun and would be appropriate for Earth Day. Not too much information, but also not too little. Like this template, for example, doesn't really have a lot of blocks included in it. It might not be the easiest template to work with because you are going to be putting just a little bit of information on there, a little more than that. And then also up here at the top, you can see a couple of examples that might have just a little too much. Since you're new to Pictochart, you don't want to have to get in there and manipulate a template too much. Just sort of want to keep it clean and simple. So I'm going to use this environmental trifold template, and you will click use template. And as you can see, it pulls up the template in the editor. You can scroll down and view everything that's on the template. It's actually, it says Project Clean Ocean, so that's that's pretty appropriate for the Earth Day assignment. So previously, just to show you, do a little example of how to, you can manipulate these templates. Previously, we have discussed that one of your activities that you're going to complete prior to starting your flyer is the Earth Day interview questions. And here I've pulled up the Word document that you and your group have, or that your group has previously accessed, where you're going to choose one faculty or staff member to interview. You'll ask the faculty or staff member 2 questions from the document and record their answers. Then you and your group will choose one of the interview questions and answers to include in your Earth Day flyer. The example format, this is sort of how I want it to look in your flyer. Just, question first, answer in quotations and dash the name of the faculty or staff member that you chose to interview. So I'll exit out of this, and let's just say that you want to include it right here in the top right corner of this second page. So you'll take your mouse and click on the area that you see the text, and as you can see, it's selected that box. You can delete that and create a new text box, or you can double click and it will select all of the text, and then you can start typing over it. So we will type Earth Day interview. Oops, I didn't mean to move that. We're going to select the box, go over here to the right where this little dot is, and sort of make it a little wider so that all of those words are on the same row. Space, and then we'll hit return or enter. We'll type our Earth Day interview question. Why do you believe Earth Day is so important? Now, as you can see, it's a little big, so once we put our answer and our faculty or staff member's name, it's going to sort of run out of space. So to fix that, we're going to select our question, and up here at the top you can see it gives you all the options to edit the text. You can change the font, change the size, make it bold, italicized, or underlined, change the alignment, or make a bulleted list. So we're going to change the size of the font to, we'll do 18. That way you can still see it and it gives us extra room. So we'll hit return or enter and start with a quotation. Miss Jones said, I believe Earth Day is so important because it reminds us that the planet needs us and needs us to help keep it beautiful. Period, quotation, and then dash Ms. Jones. Now I want you to select the text, go to text alignment, and center it so that it just looks a little more aesthetically pleasing. Makes sense. And then you can click the title here where it says Interview Day or Earth Day Interview. Select those 3 words. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We'll select these 3 words, make it bold and underlined so you can tell that it's sort of a title. And that would be how you would add text or manipulate or change the text that's already in the flyer template that you'll be using. Over here to the left-hand side, you can see graphics where you can insert different shapes, icons, illustrations, lines, photos, and a photo frame. So, for example, we'll include a photo. If you go to Photos, you can search for a specific photograph that you want to find. We'll search Earth Day and see what comes up. Ooh, Earth Day every day. We'll just click an image as an example. As you can see, it inserts your image onto the flyer. And of course it looks kind of big, so you'll need to resize it. So you'll want to go to the white dots or the corners. I usually start at the bottom right-hand corner and move it to the left to resize the image. And you can place it wherever you want in your flyer. So as you can see, when I moved it up, It replaced the image that was previously in the flyer. And that actually looks pretty good right there. So those are just a couple of things that you can do. That's how to include photos, how to change the text. There are also design components, which you won't really need for this assignment, but you can add lists, timelines, and comparisons. Uploads. So if you don't like any of the images that you found in Pictochart, in a previous lesson, we've discussed how to find appropriate images on Google that you can use. So you could save it to the computer that your group is using and browse images and upload it. You can change the background. You can add a title, subtitle, or body text wherever you may need it. And then down here it gives you text frame options, which are different fun little ways that you can include text with a design. You can also change the color scheme of your template. So for example, this is the color scheme that it is on right now. And say you wanted to change it to green, it would change all the colors and change it to the green color scheme. And there are also tools. You can include a video, a map, or a chart, which since you're doing a flyer, you really wouldn't upload any videos because these are going to be printed and shared with the school and community members. So that's just sort of a quick how to get started with your flyer. Of course, while groups are working on the project, I will be walking around and there to answer any questions that you may have. And this was just, I hope you guys enjoy doing this fun project for Earth Day, learning how to utilize Pictochart as a technology tool and understanding what sorts of things you can do with Pictochart, and then also learning a little bit about Earth Day. So, all right, I will see you soon.